Hello peoples of the internet, my name is Lily. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. And today I'm going to be recommending you 5 mystery thriller books. So, I haven't read many, but it's now my new favorite genre because I've never given a mystery thriller under a 4-star. So, yeah, I love them, they're so much fun, and sometimes I just say mystery thriller for them all and don't really know the difference. For one of them I know it's not a mystery, it's a thriller. But anyway, I'm gonna get on to talking about them. There are 5 books here, and yeah, so the first one, they're not in any particular order, I just took them off my shelves, and this is what order they came up in. First one I'm gonna recommend is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This is a super fun mystery series. I've only read the first one, I have the other 2 up there, so I haven't finished the trilogy, which is now apparently not gonna be a trilogy. I don't know. But this follows Stevie Bell, who goes to this school. She gets accepted into this school called Ellingham Academy that's completely free, and she gets accepted because she is very interested in the case of Ellingham Academy, because back when Ellingham Academy was first built, there was a murder, and Ellingham, the person who made the schools, got his wife and daughter got kidnapped, so Stevie Bell is very interested in this case and wants to kind of solve it, and it's just so interesting to see what happens, and it's just so much fun. I love these characters. They're fun. It's a great fun story. It's kind of just like, excuse me, and then there are these riddles. And it's just so much fun to read. It's so much fun. I really enjoyed my time reading this. It took me like 2-3 days, which is not long for me. And yeah, I highly recommend this series. It's so much fun. I need to read The Vanishing Half. No, Vanishing Stare. I always get confused. I don't know why. One's adult, one's not. But yeah, highly recommend this. I think I gave this 5 stars. I read that back in like June. The next one is a book that I have raved and raved and raved about since July. And I'm sorry, but I will not stop until you've all read it. If you know, you're okay with it, because there's trigger warnings for it. But that is The Silence of Bones by June-Her. Y'all all know I love this book, and if you're new, I love this book. This is a mystery thriller book about our main character who's like, I don't know, she's 16 and something. And there are these murders happening. Well, there's this murder happens, and she's kind of like assigned. She has to kind of solve this case, and a bunch of other things happen, and like pasts intertwine, and it's just so freaking good and scary, and just like, save me, mommy, save me from this horror. There are lots of trigger warnings for violence and gore. There's mostly green tabs in this book, and green, for me, means horrifying, or gross, or disgusting, or scary, or I'm scared for what's gonna happen next, you know? But it's so good, and it's just so good. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat. He likes to scream when I'm filming. But, I love this book, and I won the manuscript of The Forest of Stolen Girls, which is June-Her's next book, so I will be reading it as soon as I finish putting the pages into my binder. But yeah, so I'm so excited for her next book, and one of my new favorite authors. Love this book. If you don't mind gore and violence and horror, highly recommend it. Please read it. Thank you. The next one is a series. It's a trilogy. But I'm recommending both books because I love them both. And that is the A Google's Guide to Murder series by Holly Jackson. Y'all know I love this series so freaking much. There's a prequel that's coming out in I think March or February or something. And then the 3rd and final book in the series is coming out in August. And I'm so excited for it. I'm so nervous. It's called As Good as Dead, and I am terrified. Like if Pip dies, I'm gonna sue. But this series follows Pip, who's 17, and for her senior capstone project, she decides to look into the Andy Bell murder case. And the Andy Bell case is that 5 years ago, Andy Bell was murdered by her boyfriend, Sal Singh, or allegedly murdered by Sal Singh. but no one really knows for sure because Sal killed himself. So, warning for mentions of suicide, warning for mention of rape, for drug use, for... it's probably other stuff. Those are the main ones that come to my mind. But this series is so good. It has not disappointed me. 2 of my favorite books ever. I love them. They're so scary. This scared me. I was reading this at 11 o'clock at night, and just one scene just terrified me, and I was like, alright, we're just gonna put my phone over there. Yeah. But I absolutely love the series. I'm very excited for the third and final book, and I'm so scared. And my mom did order me the US edition of Good Blah Blood signed, so I'm excited. But if you are okay with all those trigger warnings, I highly, highly recommend this series. It's so good, and you will not regret it. So, and Pip is everything. Pip is everything. I love Robbie, too. And the next one I actually just finished, and I was like, once I finish this book, I'm gonna make this video. So I did. And that is The Girls I Bend by Tess Sharp. This is a YA thriller that follows Nora O'Malley, who gets trapped in a bank robbery with her ex-boyfriend and current new girlfriend. And it is so freaking good. Like, I gave this 4 stars. It just didn't have that 5-star feel. Like, it was not the book I'm just gonna mention after this. It wasn't as good as that. But I love this book so much. It's so good, and there are so many, like, what am I trying to say? Like, there are so many secrets involved in this book. And if you like kind of trying to unravel secrets and seeing what these secrets are, I highly recommend this book. But it's so good. It's so freaking good. Oh, and I get these things now. That's horrifying. If you know, you know. There's trigger warnings for rape, for abuse, for violence, also violence, disgusting violence, rape, abuse. Yeah. So if you're not comfortable reading about that, then don't read this, please. But it's so freaking good, and it's just like keeps you on your toes, and also it's in like more than one perspective. I mean, like timeline. So we have the past, which is like a darker shade of gray. And then we have the present, which is like a white. And the past keeps you entertained as well because of what happens. And it's just, the tagline on the back is perfect daughters commit perfect crimes. So if that doesn't make you intrigued, I don't know what will. And it's so good. But yeah, I love this book. And yeah, okay. The last book I have to recommend you guys is one of my new favorite, all-time favorites. It is so freaking good. And I made Katie read it, and she read it in 5 hours. So read it. And that is All Your Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban. My heart. This book was so freaking good. Like, I cannot express to you how good this book was. Like, I was so excited to read this book. It was one of my most anticipated releases. It was one of my most anticipated reads, and I read it in 2 freaking days. I read 100 pages one day, and then 290 the next. I'm in a reading slump. So, you know, that's good. This book, if you don't know what it's about, it follows these 6 teenagers who get trapped in this room, and with a bomb and a needle, or syringe. And they have to kill one of them with the syringe, or they all die by the end. They have 1 hour. 1 hour. It's told in 2 POVs, the past starting like a year and 9 months ago or something, and the present, which is them locked in the room. And the past kind of just like, obviously it intertwines with the story, and you just like find out things in the past, and then it's like, they find out at the same time you find out, but you don't see them finding out because you're reading about it in the past, and then you see the aftermath of how they found out, and like, their feelings toward what they just found out, and it's just so freaking good. And I love this book, and if you like complex characters and lots and lots and lots and lots of secrets, you will like this book, and Girls I've Been with a lot of secrets. And the plot twists, oh my god, that plot twist was just like, and it's just so good. 390 pages of perfection. I'm so excited for Diana Urban's next book, which comes out in 2022, and I want it now. Please come at like January 2022 so that I can get it quicker, just read it. But this is just so good. There's trigger warnings for drug use, mentions of suicide a couple of times. A few of them are like they talk about it like a lot. They talk about it not like an extensive amount, but it's talked about, so but it's just so good, and these characters are just amazing. I mean, not like good people, but like amazingly done. Like she sucks. I hate her. I don't like him. I like him. I don't know. I like her. I like him. So, but yeah, I love this book, and you should read it. You should read all these books because they're all so freaking good. But yeah, those are my mystery thriller recommendations. Please go read them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it this far in the video, comment a red emoji, because blood, and a lot of these books have red on them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!